This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. I'm Kate Sharon. A new Purdue broadband team announced Monday will work with local communities across Indiana to determine where better broadband access is needed and what tools residents and businesses need to deploy the internet services. Purdue President Mung Chiang.
It's like electricity 100 years ago. It is the foundation for our future. Foundation for growth, prosperity, and quality of life. And now is the best time because there's federal and state resources coming.
The team will be composed of members of Purdue Extension, 4-H, the Purdue Center for Regional Development, and the Purdue for Life Foundation, working alongside members of the Indiana Broadband Office and the Indiana Office of Community and Rural Affairs. It comes as state officials plan how to spend $868 million in federal funding from the Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment Program for high-speed internet improvements. Arrive Smart Mailboxes will soon be piloted in Good Samaritan Hospital in Vincennes and Community Health Network in Central Indiana. The company will work with an autonomous ground robotics company to fetch a package representing a medical sample delivered to the hospital's mailbox and transport them inside the hospital to their destination. Downtown Indy Incorporated announced the launch of a new paid marketing campaign to address public perceptions about downtown safety and vibrancy. The idea behind the initiative is to reaffirm the capital city as a hub for arts and culture and a place where people want to be. The campaign will be rolled out on social media and in print and outdoor signage. The hashtag More Than a Mile Square will also be used. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Whether it's a new hire or a noteworthy promotion, IIB's Bigwigs and New Gigs serves as a platform to promote your team. Our revamped offering includes being featured on both the newly redesigned newsletter and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Subscribers to the Business News subscription save $10 off every listing. Plus, you can save $100 by bundling your submission to IIB with the Indianapolis Business Journal or the Indiana Lawyer. More at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
About 26,000 Marion County residents with a serious mental illness did not receive necessary care last year, an Indiana University study says. IIB's Alex Brown has more.
The report found that amounts to 66% of people who needed help but did not receive it, highlighting care accessibility issues in the county. The LGBTQ community, incarcerated people, people experiencing housing instability or homelessness, and people of color are most vulnerable to not receiving adequate care, the study said. Access to care was tightened due to mental health workforce shortages, health system complexity, as well as transportation and internet connection issues. The study results culminated in 5 recommendations to improve access to care in the county. This includes sustainable community mental health center funding, workforce development investments, treatment and services access increases, cross-sector coordination catalysts, and initiatives to reduce stigma. The Indiana legislature passed a bill earlier this year allotting more funds toward mental health care and infrastructure. However, while seen as a step in the right direction, supporters said the amount was not enough to adequately treat the state's mental health crisis. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indianapolis-based sales engineer TJ Marsh is launching a vodka brand that takes its name from the discard pile of a What's a Hoosier theories while aiming to be ahead of a salty beverage trend. Marsh plans to begin production of Hoosier vodka this month in a 3,000 square foot facility in the Holy Cross neighborhood. Hoosier, which will be distributed to bars, restaurants, and liquor stores, is named for a bygone idea linked to the origin of the word Hoosier. A mix of national and Fort Wayne health, arts, and youth organizations are benefiting from $375,000 worth of grants from the Fort Wayne-based Do It Best Foundation. The Arts United Center of Fort Wayne received $250,000, and 10 other organizations saw a portion of the remaining amount. See who received what at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Mel Raines, President and Chief Operating Officer of Pacers Sports and Entertainment, is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Kate Sharon for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.